Are you tired of dealing with low back pain, hip pain, pelvic pressure, tension or pain, or leaking? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and in today's Yoga for Pelvic Floor Relaxation class, we're going to be going over exercises that help relax and lengthen our pelvic floor muscles. Go grab your mats and let's do this. All right, let's loosen up those pelvic floor muscles. If you've noticed that you hold a lot of tension or tightness or those hypertonic muscles, we're gonna go over the perfect exercises to really lengthen and relax those pelvic floor muscles. If you happen to have a yoga block, go ahead and grab that. If you don't, no worries, I've got you covered. So let's get started coming into tabletop position. Those hands underneath your shoulders, knees hip distance apart. And we're gonna take a nice gentle breath in, lift your tailbone, lift your head. And I want you to think of your sit bones spreading apart and just this opening, relaxing of those pelvic floor muscles, kind of like a blossoming. And then we're gonna exhale, round everything out, pull the chin towards your chest, tuck your tailbone underneath, and you might feel this like gentle pulling in that lower abdomen. And then inhale, lift your head, tailbone comes up, spread those sit bones again. Really emphasizing on the inhale part. Good, exhale, round it out. Nice and slow movements. Inhale, lift your head, lift the tailbone. Good, this time we're gonna add on when we curl and round underneath. Just take those toes and gently curl your toes underneath, pull your chin towards your chest. So our feet are also connected to our pelvic floor. Inhale, lift the chest. And then round it out. Curl your toes, tuck your tailbone. Just a gentle stretch in the bottom of those feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round out. And our breath, we're trying to send our breath as far down the back as we can. So we're really trying to get into the back of the rib cage, that diaphragm, sending our breath all the way down to the pelvic floor muscles. Nice job. One more time. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, round it out. And then come to a seated position. If you have a wall or something up behind you, you can go sit next to that. If not, no worries. We're gonna start bringing our feet into Cobblers Pose. The soles of the feet are coming together. And just start by taking your hands and placing your hands behind you. You wanna think of your knees, pushing those knees down towards the ground, and you're opening through the front of your chest. Maybe just kind of wiggling from side to side, pushing one side down, then the other, and just noticing any tightness that you're feeling in those inner thighs or in your hips. Take a nice gentle breath in. That breath is going all the way down. Exhale, let it relax. Good. Another nice gentle breath in. Exhale, let that go. Good. Now, if you don't have a wall behind you, you're gonna go ahead and grab holds of those ankles. Stay lifted through the chest, and you can use your elbows to push those knees down towards the ground, trying to hinge forward without coming into this rounded, tucking our tailbone underneath. If you've got that wall behind you, you can kind of scoot up against it, bring those feet in, and then those arms come to your inner thighs, and just gently push the thighs down towards the ground, opening up. And we're really working on the breath. The breath is the key to helping lengthen those pelvic floor muscles. So when we breathe in, we're sending our breath out to the sides of our rib cage. That diaphragm comes all the way down, and we just think of opening, spreading apart. And then exhale, it comes back up. Inhale, the softening and lengthening. Just being nice and gentle, trying to open up those inner thighs. So making sure we have some good mobility and range of motion in our hips is really important to helping relax the pelvic floor, because one of our hip muscles, it's called your obturator internus, attaches into our pelvic floor. So if the hips are tight, that muscle's also gonna pull on our pelvic floor. Let's just stay here for a couple more gentle breaths in. Just seeing if you can soften a little bit each breath. And being careful the breath isn't coming up or staying up into our chest. Nice job. So we've got one more gentle breath in here. Exhale, let that go. Good. And then slowly bring those legs, come back up. And then we're gonna come back onto our hands and knees into that tabletop position. You're gonna take your left leg, send your left leg straight behind you and bring it over towards the right hand side. Curl your toes underneath and just turn to take a gentle peek. Feel a gentle stretch down that left hand side. And then you're gonna lift the leg up. Exhale, bring the knee to that elbow. And then send the leg straight back behind over towards the right hand side. And then maybe you just do a couple little pulses, reaching back, turn to look at it, feel the stretch down that left side. Lift the leg, exhale, hug that knee in. And then take the leg back. One more time, those little pulses going back. Good. And then bring the leg, come back up. Exhale, bring that knee in towards your elbow. And then we're just gonna take the leg, lower that leg down. I'll show you two options here. So you can keep scooting down so you've got one leg coming into this frog pose. And we're thinking of pushing the hips towards the ground. You're gonna rest your forehead down on those elbows. I'm gonna stay up just so you can hear me. We're trying to have a nice inner thigh stretch. One might feel awesome and you want to stay there. If you wanted to do both of them, both knees mat distance apart, sink those hips back, breathing into it. The same thing, thinking of spreading the sit bones apart, opening up the hips, the breath going all the way down. See how far down you can get it into the back of the rib cage. Nice gentle breath in, exhale, let it go. Just notice where you're feeling any tension or tightness. Gentle breath in, exhale, soften, let it go. Good. Take one more breath in here. And then pull yourself, come back up. We're gonna scoot those knees back underneath us, coming in a tabletop. This time, that right leg goes straight back behind. Press into the top of your left foot, lift the leg up and over towards the left-hand side. Turn to take a peek, press through the back heel. Gentle push of the arms over towards the right-hand side. And then bring the leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Send the leg back behind, press through the heel. Maybe you do little pulses, pressing back, little pulses with the hands over towards the right-hand side, just to feel the stretch down the right-hand side. Lift it up, exhale, turn, take a peek. Send the leg back. Last one, stretch through the back heel, nice gentle breath in. Exhale, bring elbow to knee. And then option, so you lower that right knee down, you can sink your left leg, bring it back, pushing that knee down towards the ground, opening up inner thigh, or if you want to come back into both knees out towards the side, and then sink those hips back. Gentle breath in. Each breath you try to soften just a little bit more. Think of pelvic floor muscles, so from your pubic bone all the way back to that sit bones, spreading out. Can you notice if your breath is changing, really sending it out to the sides of our rib cage? Awesome job. One more breath here. Exhale, let it all go. Good. Come all the way back up. So this next one, we're gonna come into a squat position. So if you do have a wall nearby, maybe you choose to use that. If you've got your yoga block, you can use some pillows. You could also do this in a chair. But we're gonna move our feet so they're a little wider than hip distance apart. And then we're gonna sink our hips down. You might choose to stay here and kind of push your hands into your thighs, opening up. Maybe you choose to sink the hips all the way down. Bring your elbows in towards your inner thighs and you're pushing out, lifting the chest, trying to open up. And then you can also use that yoga block if you wanted to sit on the yoga block and work on lifting up. The same thing, you kind of back up against the wall for a little bit of support coming into your squat. So find what your body is needing. You can play with the different ones. Our goal is to open up the hips and send the breath down to relax those pelvic floor muscles. So very gentle breaths in, exhale, letting it go. And just see if you can keep softening, opening up a little bit more. Good. Keep trying to lift the chest, lift that tailbone. Pressing into the feet. And then check, can you spread your toes? Making sure our feet are nice and relaxed. It's a great way to help relax the pelvic floor muscles. Gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. If you want to know more about relaxing your feet, you can go ahead and check out this video up here. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. We're just going to hold here 2 rounds, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. On your next inhale, we have 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. If you want to stand back up, maybe take that block out. We've got one more. This last one is like my all-time favorite. Come down onto your back. If you've got your block, bring that with you. If you don't, you could grab a couple of pillows or also roll your yoga mat up. We're gonna come all the way down onto our backs and then just lift those hips up. Take the block or whatever you've got and put it underneath your low back, so just below belt line area. And then once you get that there, you're gonna bring your knees in towards your chest and it should feel very supportive, like you can just kind of hang out here. And then we're gonna take our hands to the tops of our shins and just gently pull those knees apart. Feel a gentle stretch. And as you're inhaling, send the breath down. Exhale, let it go. Maybe you do a little rocking from side to side, but just very gentle. Maybe you find that all of these exercises, or maybe there's one in particular that you can really feel that pelvic floor relaxing with. You can do it throughout your day. Maybe before or after your workout is great. It's just a great way to help relax and loosen up pelvic floor muscles. We think of stretching other muscles, but not necessarily our pelvic floor ones. And then you'll start to notice the difference as you continue with your breath. Keep up with the consistency of a regular stretching program to help loosen them up, and you'll notice that change. Good. Let's take one more breath in here. Of course, if this one feels really good, feel free to stay here a little bit longer. Good. Exhale, let it go. Then just gently bring those knees back in. Place the feet down on the ground. And then we'll carefully roll onto your side and press yourself. Come all the way back up. And let's take one last nice cleansing breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Awesome job with those exercises. Remember that your breath is key in helping to lengthen and relax those pelvic floor muscles. If you're wanting to learn more about your pelvic floor and build a really strong core system, go ahead and check out the notes down below for other ways that we can work together and resources that I have for you. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps share this information with other people. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.